So this morning when I got on my scale, I was down a little bit again. So still going in the right direction. I just got finished walking on the treadmill, so I got my steps in for today. Our contest goes until tomorrow, so I'm in good shape there. I have done my 5,000 steps a day. And had I not had a home treadmill, it would have been very difficult to do. I would have been marching around the living room like a lunatic. But the competitive spirit in me, I guarantee you, would have done it. So that's the wonderful part about this, is that I can use my natural tendencies to help myself do something good for myself. So I'm still really excited about how things are working out. This program, whatever I'm doing, doesn't feel hard. It feels very doable. So that's been a blessing for me. I'm just very excited about that. When I was thinking about one of the things I wanted to remind myself of, because these videos are basically for me, and you can come along if you'd like to, and listen along if you like to, but these videos are for me, and to make sure that I remember all of the things I already know, all of the articles I've read, all of the books on dieting I've read. You know, I've spent the last 40 some years of my life contemplating being on a diet, refusing to be on a diet. So I feel like I may not have any credentials after my name, but I do feel like me, like most women in the world, I do feel like I'm an expert at counting calories and doing exercises and things like that, and trying to make myself smaller for my whole almost entire life. But I am doing this not to make myself smaller. I'm doing this so that I can live a larger life. So I don't have to stop as often when I'm hiking and sightseeing, so that I can bike as far as I want to, and see whatever I want to while I'm biking, and that I don't have health issues that prevent me from doing the things I want to do. You know, that's what this is about. It's not becoming smaller. It's not being afraid to have a bigger and better life and not make food my crutch. So I love food and I enjoy it. So when I'm eating it, I want it to be worthwhile. I want it to be good. I want it to be flavorful. And food isn't the enemy. Mistreating food is the enemy. So one of the things that I have developed recently, that, you know, I'm remembering for myself, is to just ask yourself the question, is this the last time you're ever going to have a piece of pizza again in your life? Is this the last time you'll ever have a piece of pumpkin pie? Last time you'll ever have a piece of cake? And it makes it easier to stop with one, and it makes it easier to stop and say no. If it's not the best piece of cake you can imagine, if it's not exactly what you want at that point, this is not the last slice of pumpkin pie you'll ever have in your life. If you're like me and most people, we have access to so much food and so many choices that I think we forget, you know? So when you're faced with a dish of chocolate chip cookies or ice cream or something like that, it feels easier to have half as much if you know that this is not the last time you're ever going to have, you know, fill in the blank flavor of ice cream. Because if you're like most people, you're going to be able to afford the $5 or $6 for a pint of it 2-3 months from now, and you can have it again. So you don't have to have 3/4 of the pint. You don't have to even have half. You can have one scoop. You can have a taste of it. And it doesn't have to be your last taste. But truthfully, right? The first bite of ice cream is the best anyway. You know, it's before your tongue is completely saturated with the fat and stuff like that. So why not just have one bite? And have one bite for the next month and a half out of the same pint? Because it's not the last time you'll ever have it again. That's the way I'm trying to look at things now, even with Rice Krispies or anything like that. You know, if If somebody else eats all of them, it's not like I can't make more. It's not like I'll never have a Rice Krispie again. So that's my thought for today. Hang in there. Hang in there, me. Hang in there, you. And keep going. We've got this.